Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode. Today we are going to be upgrading one of the most cliche and iconic college foods of all time, instant ramen noodles. Now, my freshman year of college, all I would eat was ramen noodles and peanut butter sandwiches, but I have since upgraded from that, and today I'm going to show you how you can upgrade your ramen. Also, I wanted to mention that I am by no means trying to make a traditional ramen here. I know there's going to be some ramen purists in the comment section that wants to say, "Oh, that's not a tonkatsu ramen with the bone broth and this, that, and the other." Nope, we're making this cheap. We're making this simple with ingredients that you can get from the store. Alright everybody, let's dive in on how to make this delicious bowl of ramen. All it takes is some simple ingredients and a little bit of time. First, you're going to need one 3-ounce pork chop, which is about 40 cents. I'm using 2 here because I was making 2 bowls of ramen. And then you're just going to season that with some salt and pepper, which is virtually no cost. I'd recommend buying bone-in pork chops and cutting off the meat because you get a little bit more value out of it. Now we're going to open our ramen packet and get our flavor pack out, which probably has enough sodium in it to sterilize a gunshot wound. But that's a good thing because this thing is packed with umami flavor. Now we're adding in 1 egg to boiling water, and that's going to cook for 6 minutes and 9 seconds to be a perfectly cooked soft boiled egg. Then cook your noodles to the packet instructions, and then we're going to cook our pork chop in a large pan with a tiny bit of oil, hardly enough to even count towards the cost. The noodles cost about 40 cents if you buy them in bulk, which I'm assuming that you're doing because who buys 1 pack of ramen? And then the egg is roughly 10 cents. Now we're going to place our pork chops on our oil and let that cook. And then we're going to top these with a little bit of Hoison sauce, which 1 tablespoon is about 5 cents. And this is essentially like an Asian barbecue sauce. I don't know exactly what it's made from, but it tastes kind of like plum, but I'm pretty sure it's made from soy. I don't really know, but it tastes very good. You can substitute barbecue sauce for this if you want to, but cook these until they're golden brown on both sides. Then we're going to drop our soft boiled egg into an ice bath to let it stop cooking, and you are going to peel this before you put it on your ramen. Now that your noodles are done, you're going to add in your flavor packet and give that a stir. Now let's talk about some powerhouse toppings that will give you insane flavor for a very cheap price. So first, for your bowl of ramen, you are going to need about 1/8 of an inch of ginger. Now this is a 1/4 inch. I'm cutting that in half, and then we're going to cut this up and then dice it up very small. Now, I don't know if you noticed this a second ago, but I peeled my ginger with a spoon, which is the easiest way to do so. So just take this up and then chop it up as fine as you can get it, and then that will go on top of your ramen in a moment. If you like what you're seeing so far, go ahead and hit that like button down below and subscribe to my channel. We're going to be doing a giveaway and a special video at 100 subscribers. Now we're going to be taking about 1/8 of our green onion and then just chopping that up and then set that aside, which will be another topping. That amount of green onion was about 8 cents. Then we're going to be adding our soy sauce to the bottom of our bowl and then placing our noodles in. Now the soy sauce is about 5 cents as well, so just scrape your noodles in and any remaining broth that you would like to put in here. Mine kind of evaporated a little bit, but that's alright. You can add a little bit more soy sauce if yours did that, but it will still turn out, I promise. So I'm adding a little bit of soy sauce here. If you kept your broth, you should be good and you don't have to add that. But then we're going to place our ginger on top. Then follow that up with your green onions. Just give those a nice little spread. Tuck them away in the left corner. Moment of truth for the soft boiled egg. So we're going to cut this open, and as you can see, it is perfectly cooked. So place that into the top of your ramen bowl, and then we could go ahead and add in just a touch of Siracha, which is approximately 5 cents. It's probably not even that much here, but you only need a little bit. You don't want to overdo it with the Sriracha. It just adds a nice little touch of spice. Then you're going to place your pork chop on his throne where he can rule over all of that flavor. I think that we can all agree with an extra 60 cents you can get a lot of flavor out of this dish. So let's taste test it. Alright guys, let's taste test this ramen. So first I'm gonna go for the egg. It's cooked perfectly. I don't drop it on the floor. Oh yeah, perfect on the egg. I'm gonna mix this around. I just want to get the egg out of the way. That way I can mix this stuff around and I'll be back in a second. Hot. Alright, I've taken the egg off and I've mixed everything together. Let's give these noodles a try. Wow. That is honestly amazing. For the amount of ingredients that go into this, and it has this much flavor, it honestly is blowing my mind right now. I think the thing that makes it is that little bit of ginger. I don't know what it is. I can taste that and that seasoning packet. It just like steps up the seasoning packet. Let's try the meat. I might make this like every week because for how cheap it is and how good it is, this is a new favorite of mine. Honestly, it really is. The meat has got a nice sweet taste to it. I would compare Hoison Sauce. It's like the Asian version of Sweet Baby Ray's, if that makes any sense whatsoever. It's kind of got a sweet flavor, kind of sticky. It's almost candy-like in a way, but it's very good on the pork chop. If you like this video, please leave a like down below. Comment something that you want to see me cook, and I will see you guys on the next one.